Tea time with Trav, y'all. Black Ink Crew, as we once knew it, is done. Some networks don't play about animal cruelty. Caesar caused so many people to lose their job because he almost killed his dog. What's going on, y'all? It's Ayootravv, and I'm back again. Y'all, this is a Caesar salad. Chicken over here, I'm gonna put on top. And I got kebabs. I had a whole little intro that I had already did for y'all, but guess what? I never pressed record. So, here we are. Like one day, I want one of y'all to just be able to come over here and just see like all the bloopers I be having. Cause why would that fall like that? Jesus. That's 2 pieces of chicken out and dang on drop. I'ma miss those. I'ma miss those chickens. Hold on, cause baby, I might. Okay, which one y'all wanna bite of? Yes, I know my taste buds all over the place. I know they are. I know somebody gonna be in the comments like, Trav, now what? How do those even go together? Simple. When you can't decide which one you want, get it all. Get it all. And don't let nobody judge you for it. Sit down. Here she go. Here she go. She finna start. She about to start, y'all. She about to start. It's written all over her face. And it's actually crazy that I'm talking about Phoenix because dog is actually gonna be our topic for today. Did I already say grace? I know I did in the last video. I don't know if I said this. Amen. Let me get y'all another close up. That just looks so good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ha, ha. I want to kind of stir it up so I'm not just eating all the chicken off top. But it just looks so pretty like that. That's as good as it's about to get at this point. That's good. Superior. Phoenix, get over there. Now these things I put on the grill, they look like they done. I don't know. Y'all about to find out. I really don't know if these done or not. It's done. Oh well. I was nervous. I think they need to make like the sticks where they're not pointy like that, where it could stick in the back of your throat. I think that's dangerous. Tea time with Trav, y'all. Black Ink Crew, as we once knew it, is done. It's officially done, y'all. Caesar has really messed it up and caused so many people to lose their job because he wanted to almost kill his dog. Y'all know them networks don't play about animal cruelty. In that video that Caesar, that got leaked of Caesar, he was like, he was choking a dog, he was beating a dog with a chair, and it looked like the dog was bleeding at some point. And I was just watching that video like, oh my God. And I knew that was not finna end well. I knew that was gonna end well. Well, they don't play about the animal cruelty. So the final episode, they're on season 10, which is actually a good number, especially for a majority black show like that. Because y'all know these black shows don't be making it to no season 10. They can barely make it to season 4, 5, 6. And for them to have been able to make it to 10 seasons, it was just like, that was monumental, honestly. And Caesar has done so much by him starting that show. It gave so many other people opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Not only just the people from the New York cast, but there was a Black Ink Chicago. There was a Black Ink Compton. Chicago had, I think, 7 seasons, 8 seasons. Compton, I think they have 2. I think they might have been working on 3. But now, I don't know if this is going to happen. Well, actually, you know what? It probably will. Now that I think about it. Because Caesar owns Black Ink. He don't own Black Ink Crew. Totally different things. So if you're a loyal fan of Black Ink, whether it's Compton, Chicago, or New York, you know violence is not new on that show. It's not new. It was a point in time where it seemed like they had fights every other episode or something. But I think they were trying to take a less physical route this time. Because Black Sky used to fight all the time. Tati used to fight all the time. Young Bay, Kitty. Hell, Caesar even got into a couple fights. So I think that they wanted to just show more tattooing than just fighting. Because it got to a point where people would be all in the comments, making blog posts saying, Black Ink's supposed to be about tattoos, but they barely tattoo. They freaking and fighting. So I think they wanted to kind of change that narrative. And now look at it. On the 9th episode, which was the second to last, they got into a big altercation, 4 of the women. One of them she threw like a drink at 2 of the other girls, but the cup slipped out of her hand. She said she intended to just throw what was in the cup, but she actually threw the whole cup. And it was just cups flying, hands throwing, like people's faces was cutting, things like that. And you know it gets real when production has to step in. And production told them, like, because y'all did this, y'all are putting the show at risk. So it's seeming as though before the start of this season, they sat them down like, we are doing a much less violent season. Any violence can get you gone. And they made a big fuss out of those girls' altercation just for, I think it was like a week after they got back from that trip. This video Caesar leaked. And it was just so sad watching everything for multiple reasons. One, you could tell with a lot of them, I don't want to say that's all they had, but That's what they had, if you know what I'm saying. That's what they had that put them on a map, that opened up other doors, other opportunities. And that was just stripped from them. For a lot of them, that was probably their biggest income. Actually being on the show. Of course, you can work at Black Ink because the tattoo shop isn't closing. So they can still work there. However, I'm pretty sure they was getting like an appearance fee from VH1 for being on the show, and now that is gone. And that's something that none of them could even plan for. It was two people that was on there that literally just got on the show. One of the girls, she was on Black Ink Chicago, but now she moved back to New York. So she was then introduced to the Black Ink New York cast, but I think she was on 2 episodes before it got canceled. So hearing all of them talk about now they have to think about what's next. They have to, try to figure this out. They wasn't prepared for this. It's just a constant reminder that we can never get too comfortable, because as fast as you get something, it can go away even faster. No matter how hard you work for something, no matter how much time, energy, blood, sweat, and tears, whatever you put into it, one mistake, whether it's your fault or not, can cause you to lose it all. And I was like, dang, because when you watch Black Ink, especially from the very beginning, you see a lot of them came from nothing. And this show has now made them something. And now they have to figure out, what am I going to do next? What's next for me? And seeing one of the VH1 producers, when she had to break the news to them, y'all, she was bawling, like crying as if she lost her job. Now, technically, she did lose a job, but she's doing good because she worked on all the VH1 shows. But I think it was more about how she became a family with them, because she even kept calling them family. And she was like, family, this is our last time filming together. And like, she just started boo-hooing. And I'm like, this is so horrible. Like, one person's wrongdoings, because he is the head of everything. But I mean, they do say you chop down to kill a snake, you get the head first. And right now, and that's exactly what happened. Caesar just cost a lot of them a lot of money. But at the very end of the episode, there were 2 people, Teddy and what's that boy name? I just slipped my mind. Boomer. Teddy and Boomer. We're kind of like Caesar's right-hand man. They openly said, which is why it still makes me feel as though there's a little hope, because they were saying that they're going to start looking into another building space. And they was like, Caesar, that's still my boy, but I still got to do what's best for me. So that gives me hope, knowing that Black Ink is owned by Caesar, but Black Ink Crew is owned by VH1. So VH1 could revamp the whole show and bring a whole new cast, whole new tattoo shop, but it may not be as successful as it was before, because we've grown to love these characters. So I am hoping that if it does come back, which I truly hope it does, because that is one of my guilty pleasures, that we still get at least half the cast. Anyhow. Because it just won't be the same. At all. And the way Black Ink Chicago ended, you could tell that they're not coming back. So it's just like, Black Ink is going to be done? I really like Black Ink Compton, but I'm not sure that they really got, that good of ratings. So I don't even know if they're going to come back. Or if they can truly stand alone. Because if I'm not mistaken, Black Ink Compton will come on right after either Chicago or New York. So you kind of get those viewers from the show that they're already familiar with to now start to watch this new one. But we're going to see. I do want to say there has been a plethora of times where I feel like they probably let Caesar get off with something that they shouldn't have. There's been a plethora of people that they've let get away with stuff that they probably shouldn't have. Sky got fired from the show because of the way that she attacked her son. Dharma let go from the show because she became more and more violent. So you can see in these more recent seasons that they're trying to break away from that. So for anybody on there to be given that type of platform, that type of opportunity, and you just it's just gone like that. It's man. How would y'all feel? I'll probably beat Caesar up. Because you took money out of my pocket. You took money out of my pocket. That was a guaranteed check. All I had to do was show up to film whenever they told me to film. Stay half long when they told me to film. Now you just took that, because I'm sure, if not all of them, majority of them are making double digits as far as per season. And then when you have a platform like that, and you're on TV, your prices you could skyrocket them. Because your price got bigger because now you're on a hit TV show. Now that they ain't know that no more, duh. If I was going to Black Ink, I'd be like, hey, excuse me, that price is really high. This person right down the street, they charging half what you charge. But I'm coming to you because I like you. Do you think you can lower that price? You're not on TV no more. I would definitely use that to my advantage. I ain't even going to lie. And I'm pretty sure if I can think of that, a lot of other people are going to think of that too. You know, some of the people on the show don't even tattoo at all. So their check was coming from the show. Now that that's done, they got nothing. The one person, Tati, on the last episode, she had to go back to working at a bar. And not saying it's a bad thing working at a bar, but when you're coming from this TV show that's been on for 10 years, Phoenix, get over here and sit down. And she's been on it for, I think, 5 seasons now, 4 or 5 seasons. That's a big change. That's a big difference. Not only in the workload, but money. And also they took all these different trips and just life experiences that's going to be different for them too. But animal cruelty is the thing. It's the thing, and there was like a whole case about Caesar abusing his daughter. And I think the difference between this and that, because some people is like, oh, well, why do they care more about an animal than they do about his child? I think the biggest difference is one was caught on tape and the other one wasn't. If there was a video of him like caught on tape like abusing his daughter, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain it would have been the same outcome. However, when you have a case like that, it's their word against his. The network can't necessarily prove it. And I don't even think he lost the case. I think he won the case, if I'm not mistaken. He might have won the case. I think he might have won that. I think he won that case. But this isn't something he could have talked himself out of. He's literally on camera. And it came from his Ring camera. So you can't say, oh, that wasn't me. No, it was definitely him. Bald head, big lips. There was a little chap. That was definitely him. I don't know. I'm all about discipline. Your dog. Because Phoenix definitely, she disciplined. I'll be lying and say she don't. And some of y'all in the comments, What is watching me live right now on BIGO will be saying, y'all would say I would be lying if I say I didn't discipline her. Because I do. But, hitting a dog with a chair, kicking a dog, come on. Come on. And I know some people think like humans are superior to animals, but they're still living. They're still living things. They can still feel. Whether it's emotionally or physically, they can still feel. They can still bleed. They can still die. I don't think there's anything that should make you that mad that you hit your dog with a chair. Now, if you had a vicious pit bull that was gnawing on your baby or something, and it was like the dog or your child is, that could probably be the only thing that could possibly make sense out of what he did. But that wasn't the case. So this is null and void. It was sick. It was sick. And this happened. When did that thing with his child happen? Was that last year? I think that was last year. It was either last year or this year. So I'm pretty sure when this happened, it was just like, all right, we can't do it. We keep trying to have your back and you keep letting us down. We can't fight for you no more. We can't hold on. You were holding on by the hair of your chinny chin chin. You got to go. You got to go. And that's like what they did. If I'm not mistaken, they cut ties with him the very next day. But if they didn't, VH1 wasn't going to hear the last of that. I'm not eating this tomato. Y'all know them Peter people don't play. They would have been at VH1 headquarters, throwing fake animal blood on the walls, screaming. Y'all know how they get. I don't want no problem with them folks. I don't think VH1 money in it either. But yeah, like, at the end, you know, everybody was giving their opinion. Some of them were speaking from emotion, and some were just speaking, like, factual. And they was like, I don't care how Phoenix, sit down. And I don't care how close I am to him. That is just something that I cannot support. That's something that I cannot get behind. And I get it. And then you also have the other ones that was just like, well, you know, this was a mistake. We shouldn't kick him while he's down. He really is a good person. Obviously not. He almost killed a dog. He can't be that good of a person. If you can literally look at something that is living and unprovokingly beat it the way that he did, he might not be that good of a person that they think he is. And I mean, that's been proven throughout watching the season. Great businessman. Definitely somebody to look up to business-wise. He's a great businessman. He started with that one shop in New York. Now he has, I think he closed down 2 of them in New York now. So I think he now has 1 in New York. He has one in Miami, Atlanta, I think Detroit. They everywhere at this point. And I think because he's in a position like that, certain decisions that he make, I don't think that he really thought about how it could affect other people, because regardless, he's straight. With all those black inks that he can open up across the U.S., he good. It's the people that was working for him that's now about to struggle. And that's why I say I would have beat him up. And I want, because they stopped the show before the season was supposed to be ended, I wonder if that affected any of their pay. Because you know, like when you sign a contract, it'll be like, you do X amount of episodes, you do X amount of money. You know, just like a regular job. You work X amount of hours, this is your salary. But because they had to end it, one of any of their pay was like decreased. Yeah, that had me and Caesar like we would really be beefing. we'll really be beefing like for real. Not for real. But I think VH1 understands that it had nothing to do with anybody else. So I don't think they would have done that. I hope. That'd be so messed up. Now I'm thinking about it. That'd be so up. Y'all know we have a habit of spending money before we get it. You tell me I got a $40,000 check coming after episode 20. Oh, I'm already thinking about what I'm buying. I'm already thinking about a couple stuff I'm paying off. But then we find out Caesar tried to take his animal head off. So now y'all got to cancel us at episode 10. Not only you cut my pay in half, but then I also now have to figure out what is next. I done got comfortable going from season to season. And now it ain't nothing. Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a smart business move, Caesar. Maybe you're not as smart as a businessman as I just said you was. You are, but you make some really bad decisions. But anyway, I'm about to go ahead and sign off, so you already know what to do. Check the description box below for the website, www.ayootravv.com. They get air source, air merch, air drip, all that. If you have not subscribed to the channel, the bell right there. The bell right there. So you can notify each and every time I drop a new video. But if you want to stay connected with Ayootravv, jump back into the description box. Scroll down to the bottom. Boom. Right there on there, you're going to see my social media. Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, BIGO. Add me, follow me, leave me a comment on Instagram, leave me a comment here, do whatever. Let me know what's like, but don't know what you want to see, what you don't want to see, what you want to say, what you don't want to say, what you want to eat, what you don't want to do this. Other than that, it's been real. Ayootravv is out.